Today I'm going to unbox, put together, and review the Hiboy S2 Pro electric scooter. Let's go ahead and pull out the charger and the manual and set it aside. When you're pulling this out of the box, you want to grab it by the base of the scooter itself, which would be down here, and the back wheel. We can start by just grabbing the front wheel first, then grab the back wheel. You now bring this up. This is how you lock the shaft in place. And if you wanted to undo it, you pull up and push out. Now the assembly is extremely easy. All we have to do is assemble the handlebars into the shaft using the hardware that comes within the manual. You can now pull this foam off. Remove the zip tie with a pair of scissors. Be careful not to damage the shaft. Now we pick up the handlebars, and this needs to face it this way. And we shove this wire into the shaft. We can fold this up like this and push it down into the shaft. Now the shaft goes on just like this. Oops. Push it down and align the holes. Grab the bolts and hand tighten them. 2 more on the back. Now we can tighten them all the way with this applied tool. I'm going to use my drill to make my life a little bit easier since I have it. And go ahead and pull this out. Now we can move all these plastics. Yes, it has a headlight, and it even has a tail light. And it also has lights on the side of the scooter as well. To turn on the scooter, we just hold the power button. As you can see, it's slightly above half battery. We have 2 modes, the sport mode and standard or eco. This is the brake pedal that also regenerates electricity into the battery. And this is the accelerator. And right now we're on kickstart for accelerating. And this is the brake lever that does not regenerate the battery, as well as the horn or the bell. So before you ride your scooter, I always advise you wear a helmet because you don't know who might pull in front of you, and that can be a very dangerous situation. So right now we're on push to start. Put up the kickstand, so you want to push, then it's going to start going. Press the power button once to turn on the headlight. And when you turn on the headlight, it also shines these red lights on the side of the scooter as well as the brake light. And when you pull the brake lever, that is the brake light when you're stopping. So you can definitely see it at night. Whenever you ride a scooter, you want to look where you're going to go, not where you're at. Like let's say I look at this tool shed, I'm going to go straight to the tool shed and I'm going to hit it. So if I'm doing a tight turn like this, instead of looking there, like looking right in front of me, I'm going to be looking like right there. That's where I want to be. Right? I'm gonna look right there. The scooter also has an app you want to go to. Press OK, connect to your Hiboy. Now we're connected to my scooter. Now in this app, you can turn on and off the light. You can lock it and unlock it. Go between sport mode and slow mode. I guess it's slow mode, my mistake, not eco mode. You can turn on and off cruise control. And to turn it on and off on the scooter, press the power button 3 times. And go into the settings. You can change the max speed or the max speed, which you can put to like 10 miles an hour if you want to make sure your kid is not riding too fast. You can change the speed unit to kilometers or a mile. I'm keeping it on mile. Right now we're on kickstart, but I want 0 start. Okay, now we're on 0 start, which means we don't need to kick in order to go, which I find to be a little less jerky this way. So if you stop with this pedal here, you will regenerate the battery into the scooter and save the brake pads a little bit as well. And if you use both, you'll stop faster. And when you're done with the scooter, you can just pull this up, bring it down, and lock it into place right here. Then you can put it into your car or truck, which is super convenient. And we actually have the Hiboy S2 standard, which is what prompted me to get the Pro. And let me go ahead and discuss the differences between them two real quick. S2 Pro and the S2, they are very, very similar, but with a few key differences. The most obvious difference by looking at them is the logo. Sure, but if you look closer, it'll have to be the wheels. This wheel, I think, is another 2 inches wider than that one. I think that is a 7-inch and that is a 9-inch. I could be wrong, but these are bigger wheels. The skateboard itself looks to be a bit thicker in width, which means there's more battery power to power the 500-watt motor that's inside the S2 Pro versus the 350-watt motor that's in the S2. The brakes look to be pretty much the same on the S2 versus the S2 Pro. You might be asking yourself, why do you want the 500-watt versus the 250-watt motor? And that's, well, because this can get to speed faster and it can climb hills a little bit more efficient. And what's wrong with more power? The larger wheels will also take bumps a little bit nicer than the smaller wheels as well. And outside of that, they're pretty much the same scooter. But before you go, I have one more thing to talk about. If you happen to just run out of battery, pushing this to scoot is still very quick. It's almost like a normal scooter. It also comes with an extra tool to adjust the brakes if you need. Oh, wrong one. Wrong tool. Right here. So you can tighten this to make it more aggressive or loosen it to make it a little bit less aggressive. I'd actually recommend leaving it, But this is how you would replace the brake pad back here as well. Going to the skateboard itself, lift up this. There's a pole right here you can insert, and you can actually put a seat that you can sit on while you scoot. So that's a cool addition that they implemented into the scooter. I was so impressed with the Hiboy S2 that I had to upgrade to the S2 Pro. They are such solid scooters. And if you were to buy one of these scooters, I'd go ahead and buy yourself a U-lock as well. We live in a world that people steal things, and it's sad, but it's true. So might as well keep your stuff extra secured with this U-lock that you would put right around this wheel right here. This is Chris, always appreciate and respect another. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.